Fall River police are searching for two suspects tonight wanted in connection with a Halloween car chase.
The chase went through two communities, all while trick-or-treating was happening on city streets. And tonight we're learning more about the connection to a recent shooting in which the victim ran to a nearby store for help.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh is live in Fall River with what police and store employees are saying tonight. Kate?
Well, Mike and Shannon, tonight Fall River police say they're looking for two men who were last seen last night in the area of Slade Street, and they're asking anyone who may live or have a business in that area with surveillance cameras to contact detectives. This vehicle, a gray 2018 Subaru Legacy sedan, could be the key to Fall River police solving a shooting and police chase they now believe are connected.
One of the nearby businesses, they were able to get video surveillance, and based on the timing of the shooting, we're able to determine a vehicle of interest. Fall
River Police Sergeant J.T. Hoare told Eyewitness News around 10 Monday morning, a 23-year-old man known to police was shot in the leg on Thomas Street by Pleasant Street. The result, he said, of what's believed to be a gang-related dispute, possibly involving drugs.
A man showed up at our door. He was bleeding profusely, said he was shot and wanted us to call the ambulance.
Gilbert Costa of Gilbert's Jewelers said he heard the gunshots, and moments later the victim ran into his store.
We did get involved. A man's bleeding, you end up doing something.
Costa showed us this surveillance video featuring a gray Subaru sedan. Police were able to get a partial plate number and noticed it was from Tennessee. Fast forward to Wednesday afternoon when that same car was spotted in the south end of the city by Broadway.
Detectives saw this vehicle, attempted to stop it to inquire to who was driving it, and the vehicle immediately took off.
Police soon called off the chase, deeming it unsafe during rush hour and as trick-or-treating was beginning. It was later found abandoned at the Italian Progressive Club. Police are now reviewing surveillance video that shows two men running off in opposite directions from Slade Street. According to Sergeant Hoare, that car is a rental car and is now here at police headquarters being investigated and searched for evidence. New at 6 o'clock tonight, find out what goes into the decision to call off a police chase like this one. Live in Fall River, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
First at 6, the search continues for suspects tonight following a chase late yesterday while trick-or-treaters were heading out.
And police decided to call off that pursuit for safety reasons. We've learned the chase was connected to a shooting in Fall River Monday. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh talked to police today. She joins us now live from Fall River with the new details. Kate?
Mike and Shannon, Fall River police say the shooting victim, who is still recovering at Rhode Island Hospital, is known to police, though they're not revealing his name. Also tonight, they're searching a car for evidence here at police headquarters. Surveillance cameras are being credited for helping Fall River police locate a car of interest in a shooting and then capturing an image of potential suspects leaving that same car days later.
The detectives are still looking at that video footage to try to see if we can identify those two males.
Fall River Police Sergeant J.T. Hoare said a 23-year-old man was shot on Thomas Street at Pleasant Street around 10 Monday morning. Gilbert Costa of Gilbert's Jewelers showed a surveillance video from outside his shop of a gray 2018 Subaru sedan speeding off moments after the shooting.
At that point, on that day, we were never in any real danger. It had nothing to do with us.
Police believe the shooting was gang-related and possibly involved drugs. Wednesday afternoon, as Halloween trick-or-treating was beginning, that vehicle, a rental car unique with Tennessee plates, was spotted by detectives in the south end by Broadway. The car didn't pull over for police, which led to a chase before it was called off.
Given, is the risk worth the reward? And also the most important thing is to make sure that the public's safe. So it's a double-edged sword there because we're trying to get shooters off the street, but we also don't want to cause another type of tragedy to occur.
Now that car was later found in Freetown and then spotted again by state police on Route 24 before it was found abandoned at the Italian Progressive Club on Slade Street in Fall River. And surveillance video from that area shows two men taking off in opposite directions. Live in Fall River, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.